Last year, I took home $431,800.93 in profit from a business I run almost entirely from my phone in as little as 45 minutes a day. And in this video, I'm going to break it down for you step by step. Here's my 1099 from last year in 2024, and you can see it right here in the red box. I made $1.37 million in gross revenue. After expenses, $431,800.93 in profit. That's a healthy 31% margin. And I'm not showing you this to brag. I'm showing you because it isn't theory. I've done it. My clients have done it. And if we can do it without any prior experience, you can too, all by following what I call the invisible boss system. If you're new here, I'm John Margulies, founder of Happy Home Helpers, a 7-figure remote house cleaning business, and founder of Rags to Riches University, where I teach people like you how to start and grow a freedom business using nothing but a phone and laptop. I'm also a special consultant for Jobber, the leading software for home service businesses. I was featured multiple times on their podcast, and I was a keynote speaker at the 2025 Jobber Summit. But here's the truth. It didn't start out this clean and simple. In the beginning, I worked a ton. It took me 18 months just to hit a passive 6-figure income. But now, with the system perfected, my clients are hitting 6-figure run rates in just 4 to 6 months. So I'm sure you're wondering, why the heck isn't everyone doing this? Because most business models are designed to fail from the very start. And unless you understand the trap, you'll fall right into it. Here's what I mean. Most businesses don't fail because people aren't smart. They don't fail because people don't work hard. They fail because they don't understand the numbers. They don't think about COGS, cost of goods sold. That's everything it costs to deliver your product or service. People see gross revenue, all the money coming in, but they forget to subtract COGS, the overhead, and the hidden expenses. So they think they're making money, when really, their net profit is tiny. For example, take e-commerce or dropshipping. Everyone says, start an Amazon FBA business, it's passive income. But they don't tell you about the cost of sourcing products, or the minimum order quantities factories force you to buy, or how expensive warehousing is. They don't mention pick fees. Yeah, you get charged just for someone to walk in, pull your products off the shelf. Then packing fees, boxes, tape, styrofoam. Then shipping fees. And if a customer returns it, you eat all the cost. That's COGS, and it eats your profit alive. And then comes overhead, insurance, website hosting, software subscriptions, marketing spend, costs that never go away, and they silently kill your margins. I learned this the hard way years ago when I invented a product called TowelMate, a sports towel with a hidden zipper pocket. I designed it, I sourced it from China, paid the tariffs to land it, paid for warehousing, paid a pick, pack, ship facility to fulfill the orders, and after all that, I had to sell each towel for $40 just to break even. $40 for a gym towel, no profit. It didn't matter how cool the idea was, the math killed the business. And that's when I realized working hard isn't enough. If the math doesn't work, the business doesn't work. That's why I built a framework called the Invisible Boss System. It fixes the numbers, and I'm not the only one who's used it. One of my students, Eileen, had never run a business before. She didn't have a big budget, she didn't have experience, but she followed the exact system I'm showing you in this video. And in her very first month, she made over $6,000 in profit.
You're like a bullet going straight into making money. The first month, my revenue was $6,000.
Oh my God, that's amazing results. Why? Because she skipped all the traps. No inventory, no warehouses, no hidden overhead. She wasn't trading her own time for money. She was trading other people's time for money. And that's the key difference. So when you follow the Invisible Boss System, you don't just build a business. You build what I call a freedom business. A freedom business is simple. It's a home service business. Either cleaning, junk hauling, garage organizing, handyman work, pool cleaning. But here's the twist. You don't do the physical work yourself. Your contractors handle the fulfillment. They push the vacuums. They organize the garages. They clean the pools. And your VAs handle operations, customer service, sales calls, scheduling, recruiting, invoicing. Now, when I say VA, I mean virtual assistant. They're remote team members you can hire all around the world for just $6 to $7 an hour. And with today's technology like Zoom, it feels like they're sitting right next to you in the office. They answer calls, book jobs, schedule workers, and talk to customers, all while you focus on growing the business. That's your unfair advantage, because while your competitors are on a ladder or behind the lawnmower, you've got somebody ready to answer the phone in the first ring. And here's the most important part. Before you hire VAs, you create SOPs, standard operating procedures, step-by-step manuals for how you want everything done. So when you hand the playbook to a VA, they can run with it. That's the piece most people miss. No SOPs, no system. But once you have them, the business starts running on its own. That's when you finally step into the role of the invisible boss. So now let's talk about why this works. Well, number one, demand never goes away. Dirty homes, messy garages, pools that need cleaning, handyman jobs that pile up. Some are nice to haves, but most are must-haves, and people pay for them in good times and in bad. Number two, cleaning has recurring revenue. Junk hauling, one-off job. Garage organizing, one-off. But cleaning, it's either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. That means predictable income, stacking revenue, and higher customer lifetime value. Number three, you run it from home. No retail space, no office, no storefront, just a phone and a laptop. And real quick, if you're getting value from this video, please gently tap the like button and subscribe for more content on how to start a freedom business. Number 4, it scales by design. Most businesses only grow if the owner works more. Here, if you want to double your revenue, you don't double your hours. You just add more customers and send out more workers. The cycle stays the same. A customer books, a worker does the job, you keep the margin. And the margin equals what's left after you pay the worker. It's simple math. If the customer pays $180, you pay the worker $90, then $90 is left over in profit. Number 5, the labor pool is already there. People who can clean, people who can haul junk, people who can organize garages. And cleaning is by far the easiest of them all. Everyone's cleaned their own home at some point in their lives. It's a basic life skill. You don't need certifications, no fancy gear, no years of training. That's why I chose cleaning as my freedom business, and why for most people, it's the ultimate place to start. So if that's how the system runs, how much can you actually make? Let's start with a simple example. If your goal is $10,000 a month in profit, here's the math. Labor costs about 45%. That's what you pay the cleaners. And in my business, the average customer actually pays $241 per cleaning. And most people book bi-weekly. That's $482 a month per customer. Now your cut is 55%. That's about $265 in profit. So multiply $265 by 38 customers. And that's just over $10,000 a month in profit with only 38 customers. You see how quickly that adds up? But let's go deeper. Here's my actual numbers. Last year, my business made $1,377,800.93 in revenue. Here's where it went. Labor, 45%, about $620,000. Advertising, $198,000. Insurance plus software, $60,000. Miscellaneous expenses, $68,000. After all that, I took home $431,800.93 in profit. That's the power of a freedom business. Now here's why this is such a massive opportunity. Most of your competition, solopreneurs, out in the field. Picture this. You call a handyman because you need help, but he's on a ladder. He misses your call, and by the time he calls you back, you've already booked someone else. That's the reality. They can't answer fast, and they can't deliver great communication because they're too busy doing the work. That's where you win. With the Invisible Boss system, your VA answers every call in seconds. Polite, professional, fast, and customers feel cared for. You're not competing on price. You're competing on customer service, customer experience. And because of that, you can grab market share while everyone else is stuck trading their time for dollars. So here's the bottom line. If you follow the Invisible Boss system, you don't just build another job for yourself. You build a freedom business, a business that gives you time, profit, and control. It took me 18 months to perfect it, but now my clients are doing it in as little as 4 to 6 months, even while working full-time jobs. This is how you escape the 9-to-5. Not by chasing trends or side hustles, but by building a hands-off service business that rarely fails. If you want to learn exactly how to build a freedom business step by step, all the SOPs to make it run without you, go to my website, johnmargulies.com, and you can access my training right now. I'll see you in the next one.